Hello 8th class student. How are you? Hope you are all fine. Today we will start from the chapter first. Its title is Human Organ System. Organ system means when different organs joins they form a system. As there are different organs, heart, brain, kidneys, they perform different functions and they form a system, as the kidney involved in the excretory system and brain involved in the nervous system. And so here is the summary of the chapter first. What we are going to discuss in this chapter: the structure and function of the nervous system, the working of the nervous system, reflex action with an example, difference between the voluntary and first is what is meant by nervous system. It is an organ system in our body which carries the message from one part of the body to another and coordinate the body function. Human nervous system consists of the central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. You can observe in the diagram. Central nervous system consists of the or composed of the brain and spinal cord as shown in the diagram, while the peripheral nervous system consists of a network of nerves which connect the central nervous system to all parts of the body. Is it clear from the diagram? In the fine projection of the body which receive the messages is called dendrites. Dendrites are basically fine threads, while the long projection of the cell body which conducts messages away from the cell body is called axon, as you can observe in the diagram. The terminal ends of the axon transmit the message to the next cell. Next, what is meant by nerve? A nerve is a cable-like bundle of axons enclosed in a common sheath. Nerve transmit the messages from one part of the body to another. Here we will discuss the three types of neurons. On the basis of their function, neurons are of three types. First one is sensory neuron, second is motor neuron, and the third is interneuron. First of all, sensory neurons. As the name sensory neuron shows the senses, means it carries the nerve impulses from the sense organ, eyes, ears, skin, tongue, nose, etc. to the central nervous system. Motor neurons carry the nerve impulses from central nervous system to effectors, that are muscles and glands, the parts which respond. And interneurons are present in the central nervous system, means brain and the spinal cord. They form a link between the sensory and motor neurons. Next, central nervous system. Central nervous system act as a control center of the whole nervous system. It comprises of the brain and spinal cord. Human brain is enclosed in a bony skull called the cranium and consists of the billions of interneurons. It is divided into the following parts: forebrain, midbrain, hindbrain. While the spinal cord, which is the extension of medulla oblongata. As you observe, the brain is enclosed in a bony skull called the cranium. First, forebrain. Forebrain consists of three parts: cerebrum, thalamus, and hypothalamus. Forebrain is the largest part of the brain. Cerebrum is the topmost of the largest part of the brain. As you can see in the diagram, the upper portion of the brain is called cerebrum. It is divided into the right and left cerebral hemispheres, means two parts of the spheres. Cerebrum control and its function. that it controls many actions like the thinking, feelings, emotions, seeing, hearing, perceptions, memory, speech, decision making, and etc. Next is thalamus. Where the thalamus is found and what is its function. Inside the cerebrum, there is a small structure called the thalamus, as you can see in the diagram. Below the cerebrum is the thalamus, and its function that it controls many sensory functions. The next is hypothalamus. Hypothalamus lies at the base of the thalamus, as you can see in the diagram. It controls the body temperature, hunger, and thirst. Next is the midbrain. Midbrain is the small part of the brain which is present below the cerebrum. It receives the information from the sense organ, which is then passed on the appropriate part of the forebrain. And the third is hindbrain. Hindbrain consists of the three parts: cerebrum, pons, medulla oblongata, as you can see in the diagram. Hindbrain. Cerebellum lies under the back part of the cerebrum, and it acts as a controller for maintaining the body balance and making the precise and accurate movement. And the pons is an oval structure present beneath the midbrain, and its function that it controls many functions like the sleep, swallowing, equilibrium, and taste, etc. The next is medulla oblongata, from the posterior part of the brain where it is connected with the spinal cord. And its function is that it controls the heartbeat, breathing, digestion, etc. Medulla oblongata keeps on working when the rest of the brain goes to sleep. The next is spinal cord. Spinal cord is the extension of the medulla oblongata. It runs backward inside the backbone up to its lower end. It is made up of the anterior neurons, as you can see in the diagram. Spinal cord creates a link between the brain and the different parts of the body, and it also controls some reflex action, means immediate and involuntary action, and some are other involuntary actions. The next is peripheral nervous system. As you already learned that nervous system is made by the central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Peripheral nervous system consists of network of the nerves which are passed in the body to connect the all body parts to the central nervous system. Here we discuss the two nerves, cranial nerves and the spinal nerves. Cranial nerves, the nerves which arises from the brain are called cranial nerves. These nerves which arises from the spinal cord are called spinal nerves. There are 12 pairs of cranial nerves and 31 pairs of spinal nerves in the human body. Next, which we will discuss actions controlled by the nervous system. Voluntary action and involuntary action. Voluntary action means the body actions which are performed under the conscious control. That is, which are done after thinking over them are called voluntary action. Example, speaking, eating, reading, walking, running, clapping are the voluntary action. While involuntary actions means the body actions which are performed without in the involvement of thinking process are called involuntary action. Involuntary actions are not performed under the conscious control. Heartbeat, breathing, blinking of eyes, movement of the small intestine, etc. are the examples of action. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe. Bye bye.